Hi, my name is Dave High, and I'm part of the NetBackup Field Enablement team. I'd like to go over Replication Director for NetApp cDOT support. To fully understand cDOT support, you have to understand how Replication Director currently works with the NetApp filer. So this is really going to be more of a tutorial on how NetApp works with their data and what cDOT means than it is about Replication Director, because honestly not much changes when it comes to Replication Director with the cDOT support, at least from the user experience. Now this is not meant to be a full tutorial of NetApp and cDOT, it's just kind of a brief overview for NetBackup customers. So traditionally, the way that a filer works is we have clients, the filers have disk on them. We have clients that will mount disk to the client, and that's how they use it. Usually it's NFS or CIFS mount. The way that traditional Replication Director works is the master server will talk to the client, and then talk to the client with the NFS mount, and then the master server will talk to the on-command server, also called the DFM server. We will do a snapshot of that client, and basically Replication Director talking to on-command does a snapshot, and then using storage lifecycle policies, we're going to do things like replication of that snapshot, sending it to third-party storage, disk or tape, that sort of thing. So basically NetBackup is acting as kind of the traffic cop and controlling the on-command server, the DFM server, which is in turn making snapshots and performing things. The thing is, the disk is mounted to a filer, so it's always going to be in the same place. cDOT, on the other hand, where we have clients, the filers themselves are set up in an HA configuration, so they're considered highly available. The client information can live on any of these disks, and so for client 1, we're going to have 2 different copies of the disk. So because this is HA, we're going to have multiple copies of it. So that's clustered file support. So cDOT stands for Clustered Data OnTap. So because we have highly available filers, highly available disk, this information can live pretty much anywhere. So how does that affect Replication Director? Well, keep in mind from what I said just a minute ago, that the master server would talk to the on-command server and do a snapshot, but we always knew where the data was on which filer. Well, in this case, we might not know that. This information could be on any of this disk, on any of these filers that are part of this HA cluster. So what are we going to do? We are going to let the on-command unified manager figure out where this data is. From a NetBackup perspective, we don't care where it is. We are going to simply have the master server talk to on-command and say, hey, go do a snapshot. If the data is here, it doesn't matter, we'll go ahead and do the snap. Now, from a backup perspective, one of the terms that's important to understand is a term called peering. And what that basically means is, from an on-command perspective, the information, once we have replicated it from this filer to this filer, the information is going to live here. I'm going to do a C2 for the second copy, and because of this peering process, the on-command unified manager understands where the information is. So when NetBackup requests a replication or a snapshot of that information, we don't care where it lives on these filers or on these disks. We're going to let the on-command unified manager take care of it. So again, cDOT is Clustered Data OnTap. It's the ability to do highly available filers, have the data live anywhere on these disks. Replication Director is making the same type of calls to the on-command unified manager, and it is determining where the information is on which filer before it does the replication. And it's as simple as that. One thing to note, to make this work, you do need the 2.0 adapter. That will be available from NetApp when NetBackup 7.7 releases. And that is an overview of Replication Director with NetApp Clustered Data OnTap. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful.